Hi everyone, it's me, Jordan Long here, and today I'm going to talk about the time I met Bigfoot, or Sasquatch. Now, a lot of men and women out there are some believers who believe that God made certain primates known as a Sasquatch. Now, even though certain men and women have always known the Sasquatch been, or is alive, some don't believe it. You know, some could, say that the proof, the hair, the footprints, the onlookers, descriptions, and you know, the likenesses, hell, he's in the movies, and a lot of believers will still disbelieve it. That's not here to talk about them, you know. Now, even though the native North American Americans, the native North American Canadians, or the inborn North American Americans and inborn North American Canadians will tell you that their folk elders always knew that Sasquatch was always a living being that God had made. Now, regardless of that, everyone has their own unique experience when it comes to meeting Sasquatch. The name Bigfoot was given to Sasquatch because of the big feet that men and women will find. And it's like this. I mean, you never know when you're going to meet them, but it goes like this. So one time I happened to be in the woods once. Now, the Pacific. We all know that California and a couple of other places is where you count them. So I'm out minding my own business, doing what I'm doing. Like I was swimming, my godmother Zena gave me a life vest, so now I can go in the pool and not have to be concerned about drowning. And there he was. Now you gotta keep in mind that our land, is fenced it off since it's gated. But there he was outside the pool area staring at me. And at first I didn't know what it was. And then I got really afraid. Since I didn't know what it was, how long he was staring at me, or what he was doing. But he was just standing there staring at me. Now, anytime another living being, is standing there staring at you for no reason, for no point, you start to be afraid, And when you see Sasquatch or Bigfoot, that is no exception. So I was going to get out of there. I didn't know what he was going to do, and I didn't think that fence was going to keep him out. If he wanted to come in, it wasn't going to keep him out. Kind of scary in a way. So, but I figured I'd get my boldness. And this came later on. I ran into the house. Yeah, Jordan, she's so bold. And then later on, I went back out. And I found some hair that was on the fence where the pool was at. Now, I know a lot of non-believers will claim, well, that they could easily say that's man hair, that's woman hair, that's some other living being hair, but it's not Sasquatch hair. They could always easily claim it. They could say it's a bird's nest. Yeah, that's what they could say. But I know what I saw, Now, when I told my godmother Zena, and my god sister Gabrielle, and my sister Jade, and my god brothers Zenos and Osmond and Gabe Abud, they said, yeah, Bigfoot, Sasquatch is common around these parts. Men and women have always been seeing him for years. And even though the non-believers will always say, will make up whatever sagas and tales about what they think they saw, the men and women know what they saw. And sooner or later, everybody comes in contact with them. Now I know what you're probably thinking. Well, Jordan, why would you're figuring out of all of the onlookers, sagas, and tales about Bigfoot, why would Bigfoot be? Why would it be where he just standing over, staring at you while you're in a swimming pool? Yeah, that's what happened to me. You know, and another time that I saw him. And you always gotta wonder how these camping trips go. Like, sorry. Another time I saw him is when we had a camping trip. Yeah. See, my godmother Zena thought it'd be such a good idea if we did that. You know, with my god sister Gabrielle and my sister Jade, of course, too, was there. And my god brother Zenos and Osmond and Gabe were there. So I go wander off. That's a mistake. If you don't know, why wander off? But I did. And my godmother always makes me wear trackers, so she knows exactly where I'm at all the time. And I saw him again. Only this time, only this time was face to face. And that's it. I ran. I was not going. I ran all the way back where the campsite was at. You know. And you might think to yourself, well, Jordan, why did you run for? You know, why'd you do that for? You know, other living beings are more afraid, more scared of you than you are them. True. But this living being walks on two legs, has two hands, and well, for all intent and purposes, if this living being wanted to wrestle you or fight you, wanted to kill you, it could. You know, it's not the living beings on the four legs you always gotta be worried about. You gotta be afraid of them as well. Well, they told me that, you know, that, yeah, Bigfoot is around those parts, my godmother Zena says. And she told me I wouldn't be so afraid of him. He hardly does anything to anyone. You know, I haven't really heard too many sagas and tales of Bigfoot or Sasquatch trying to harm someone. You know? So it is what it is. So those are times I saw Bigfoot or Sasquatch or, you know, whatever you want to call them. You know, I believe that Bigfoot is real. I believe Bigfoot is true. That Bigfoot is a living being, Sasquatch. That he happens to be that God made him, and that he is a follower of the primate kinfolk. You know. So it is what it is. I'm Jordan Long, and I'll see you later.